They stopped. Oh my God, what happened?
Yeah.
St. Augustine said, "The world is a book, and those who do not travel read only one page." Don't get me wrong, I love Atlanta, but the world is a mighty big place.
Hi veggie enthusiasts. I had an awesome day today. Russ and I finally got out. We got a chance to meet up with his friend Kate, who has been living here in the Mahdi area, which is kind of like south of the main city of Cairo, for 15 or 16 years, and she's a hoot. On the way to meet Kate, we got into an Uber, and the Uber driver was a female, and apparently that's weird here. Not weird, but just uncommon. That never happens here. So that was cool, and she was very nice. We went to lunch at a place called Bab Tuma, and apparently this place is famous. It's local here, right in the New Cairo area, and a lot of people in there like to go to smoke hashish, which is just as bad as cigarettes, so I don't go anywhere near it. But anyway, some people find that to be really, really fun. So we started off with hummus. Obviously, I've seen hummus before, and this hummus was very rich and creamy. And then they put a special twist on their hummus. They called it masaba, or masabaha, something like that. Anyway, so this is hummus because it's chickpea based, but it also included lemon, parsley, garlic, and olive oil. They also offered something called mehamara. I'm sure I'm butchering these words, but anyway, this is a crushed walnut with some type of spicy sauce that I was assured didn't have any animal products, as well as olive oil. We had the good old spicy potatoes. This place called them coriander potatoes. Obviously, we got some fresh bread. And then Russ introduced me to a great drink. It's called limon nana. It's a combination of lemon and mint that is absolutely to die for and totally vegan. So tasty. It looks like it's alcoholic, but it's not. So after that, we go to meet Russ's friend Kate. And she's a pistol. Like you don't want to mess with her. You don't want to tangle with her. She's been doing this for a long time here by herself. She knows Arabic. She speaks it as well as Russ does, and she's tough stuff. She's the kind of woman that will just walk right out there into a street, and cars, watch out. And in fact, we had to do that in order to cross the street. And as we were crossing the street, like at first, I'm like, okay, we're gonna do this, and I'm starting to freak out a little bit because I have street crossing anxiety now here. But as we were crossing the street, all of a sudden the cars stopped. They all stopped.
Go on this side, you can go on this side.
They stopped. Oh my God, what happened?
Yeah.
This was in the Mahdi area, which is different from where we are. But anyway, all the cars stopped, and I was like, what is going on? And then I turned around and I saw a stoplight. Are you kidding me? Like, it's the first light I've seen since I've been here. So we could cross the street without any problems. It was freaking awesome. They even had a little man walking, like telling you to go. It was great. It was great. Only in Mahdi, there are very few traffic lights here, but I was just very thankful for that one. So after that, we met up with Kate. We were going to take a Felucca ride down the Nile. Now, a Felucca is a very small boat, and it's very low to the water. So you get just really close to the water. Like, you think sometimes you're going to tip in there, but you're not. You're good. And you get a great view of the Nile. You get to see all of the flora and fauna, and it's really beautiful. It's peaceful out there. The birds are gorgeous, just pretty birds. And you get a great view of the city that you wouldn't get any other way. And it's really just a time to just chillax and get the wind on your face and just experience the beauty that is Egypt and the longest river in the world. So I had a great time doing that. I was so thankful for that opportunity. After we left there, we went to get on the metro. Now, I think I told you guys I like to ride the metro. I've ridden the metro many times in other places, but unfortunately, public transport has not made its way out to New Cairo yet, but it is very active in Mahdi. Now, in Cairo, they have really like 2.5, supposed to be 3, but they're not done with the third line yet of the metro. But right now, they have about 2.5 lines. And none of them come all the way out to New Cairo. But in Mahdi, you can very easily hop on the train, and it costs £1 to get on the train. And you kind of get packed in with a lot of people. Some of them are air conditioned, and some of them aren't. And it seems like the ones that are the most crowded are the ones that are not air conditioned. So it's hot in there, and really, it's like that's where they should advertise deodorant. And then you have the ones that are just not very crowded at all, and those are fully air conditioned, so they're like super cold. So anyway, that was fun, getting a chance to get on the metro and getting a chance to really commune with the locals, because that's how the locals travel. They don't travel using Uber the way that I've been doing here, just because I'm so far out in the middle of nowhere in New Cairo. They travel using the buses and the metro. The buses I will never get on, because this is a city of 19 million people, and I've seen people on the buses hanging off the side of the bus. Like, they're considered to be on the bus, but they're not actually in it. They're hanging off the side of the bus. Yeah, I won't be doing that. But the metro is a little bit more tame, even though it is crowded. But the metro successfully got us to the fairgrounds. The fairgrounds are where you have trade shows. I think I told you guys before that I've been to the market area here. That's where I got the stuff. The market is very tumultuous. You have people shouting at you. Sellers will sometimes they'll grab onto you and try to pull you into their store. It's just for someone like me who doesn't really like to barter unless I'm really in the mood for it. And I certainly don't want to deal with people where I don't actually want anything in your store, but you're trying to pull me into your store. At the fairgrounds, they were showcasing local material. It's actually the company that organizes it works with local people to take what they have or what their community is good at making and turn it into a commodity that can actually be sold for the betterment of the community. So when you go in here, you are not hassled at the least. It's like really being in the United States and just having a pleasant shopping experience. So I really appreciated that. We spent a lot of time in there looking around. They had just so many things to offer. And eventually I did find a gift for my mom. So Mom, if you're seeing what's happening in this video, then you are getting a spoiler for your gift. I know you love blue and white, so this is for you. And it's small enough to fit in my carry-on luggage. That was the key. It looks like it'll fit with the decor in the house. So after that, we departed the fairgrounds, and between the three of us, we were trying to figure out if we were going to take Uber to dinner, we were going to have dinner in Tahrir Square, or if we were going to hop back on the metro. So while we were trying to figure this out, we saw another pedestrian get hit by a car. And apparently that happens a lot. So we didn't actually see the accident itself. Kate thought she saw something fall off of a truck into the street. So that's what she thought was in the street. And then I saw like 5 or 6 men run out into the street. And that caught my attention, got a little closer, and still Kate was sure that it was just something that had fallen off of a truck. And then I saw legs. And yeah, so these men picked up this person and brought him over to the sidewalk so the traffic could continue, because even though people saw this, the drivers did not get out of their cars. The person who hit him apparently just kept going. And people were honking, and if these guys hadn't gone out in the street and picked this guy up, he would have gotten hit again. I'm certain of it. Egyptians are great until they start driving or they're trying to sell you something. So they brought this guy to the side of the sidewalk, and he seemed to have regained consciousness, but he had blood profusely coming down his face. And I was worried that he had a concussion. Eventually, a cop came over, and the guy was able to hold up his own towel to wipe the blood off of his face. So the guys that pulled him out of the street, they kept him talking, and then an ambulance came, and he was able to walk into the ambulance. So I feel like that's a good sign, and I hope that he'll be okay. But the driving here is just insane. They need more stoplights. They need crosswalks, either to go across the street, over the street, or under the street, something. They need a lot more of that than what they have. And Russ was telling me when there are speed bumps, and you know, in the United States, if somebody's killed in an accident, people will go and put up a cross near the site to remind people, you know, a beloved person died here, so be careful driving. What they do in Egypt is just put a speed bump there. So that's where their speed bumps come from. If somebody was hurt, killed in a car accident, then they put a speed bump there, which the speed bumps they refer to as sleeping policemen. So after that, we decided not to take the Uber, but instead to get on the metro, and we took the metro all the way to Tahrir Square. And in Tahrir Square, there is a famous restaurant. It's called Felucca, and they are well known for just very, very good food. It's a popular spot for Egyptians as well as tourists, but mostly tourists. But now, because tourism is down, there was really, the place has really good food, and they should have more people in there than what they have. It's a shame about tourism. We got a demonstration of how they made the falafel when we first came in the door. Also, when you first come in the door, there's a little guy that's like built into the bench, and he's smoking hashish. For some reason, I don't know. He's kind of creepy to look at. Like, I wouldn't want him in my house, but it's something that Felucca is well known for, and people take pictures there. So I had a good time taking a picture next to the hashish smoking little man. I had a lot of great food at Felucca. We shared a number of their appetizer dishes, including fool. Fool is cooked fava beans. And everybody's been telling me to try this, saying that it's really, really good, and it is a staple of Egyptian food. However, I was not highly impressed by it. I would rather just have fava beans and not mashed fava beans. That really didn't do anything for me, but not saying it wasn't good, it just was not my favorite dish. We had mixed veggies that included zucchini, potato, carrots, mushrooms, and eggplant. Eggplant is really big here in Egypt. That was great, the seasoned vegetables. We had some of the best falafel that I've had up to this point. It was flat falafel, like patty. We also had or at least Russ and I had the lemon nana, which is the lemon with mint. They offer it there. It's fairly common and vegan and very, very good, non-alcoholic still. Some type of spicy eggplant with peppers, and yes, it had a good kick to it. No, I wasn't breathing fire. It takes a lot for me to breathe fire, but it was very good, and just, you know, spicy enough, good spicy. We had the tahina, which is made with tahini, and you most often see this on your falafel, in your falafel sandwich. Super creamy, very, very good. We had something called basara, which I have no idea what it is. I don't know. Not even Kate, who recommended that we get it, actually knew what it was made out of, other than it comes from either a nut or a bean. So that's all that we knew. But it's similar to hummus, except that it's made with not chickpeas, some type of nut or some type of bean. And then, of course, you can't go anywhere with having baba ganoush. I mean, come on, it's baba ganoush, which is eggplant. So altogether, the meal at Felucca was just positively delicious. So after Felucca, we left Kate, and we came on back. And that's the day. It's been a good day today. Happy to get out of the house a little bit and, you know, get my mind off things and just enjoy the country. So that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember that animals are not ingredients. Take care. See y'all.
Don't forget to leave your comments below. If you enjoyed this video, then give it a like. Subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to stalk me on Instagram at ATLVegOut.